I'll go ahead and click on OK. And you can see that when I go ahead and create that dossier, that it appears here in my screen. In fact, if I go to my home screen, since I routed it to myself, you can see it also appeared there as well. So if you had to do that for each one of your of the stories that you're going to put together, it could get a little annoying. So what we did is we created something called dossier templates. So you can see you can create some templates for various recurring stories or articles that you work on, like a generic article template, a generic lead template, etc. And what you can then do is just drag them from dossier templates over here, and you can see I can very quickly go ahead and build my issue that way. Now, if I wanted to work on this part cleanup, like let's say I wanted to assign some tasks, put in some background information, I could go ahead and double click on this and it'll go ahead and open in its own little tab over here. When I open up a dossier, you can see that I have a contents area that will show me what's inside of it. I've got a preview and properties area that is sort of like an inspector to let me see more information about the items inside of here, as well as some other properties options here on the right hand side for the dossier itself. Now I want to create a background information file, so what I will do is I'll go to this icon here that says new article. And when I click on it, it opens up an XHTML editor in Content Station. And from here I could say background info. I can include relevant phone numbers. I could include budget information. Etc. That I want to have as part of this particular package of news. There are a bunch of options inside of this text editor for formatting different things, but I'm not going to worry about it at this moment. I'll go ahead and just check it in. And I'll put in park background info and click on OK. And when I do that, you can see it appears here inside of the dossier, and then I can see a preview of it over here in the lower left-hand corner. I could also decide that I want to put in a couple of tasks. For example, what I could say is I want to create a task asking the reporter to take a poll. So take poll. Park take poll. I will route it to, in this case, the writer, which is myself, and in the comment I can say be sure to get university students' responses, and then click on OK. You can see the task appears here, and I could create another task, and this time call it Park 3 cover ideas. And I will route this to the layout editor. You can see tasks have their own set of statuses as well, and this can be different based on the different brands or publications that you're working on. And down here in the comment I can say we need 3 different cover concepts based on this park story for the October issue. And when I click on OK, there we go. The task is listed there. So everything is packaged up all nice and neat inside of the dossier. If I decided that there was another piece of information that I wanted to pass along to the reporter, but I didn't want to put it inside of an article because it's really just more of a conversation, I can do that because Content Station features an area called the Live blog. If you look up here at the top where it says latest messages, I can go ahead and expand this, and I can add a message that says, Maria, make sure that we've covered all the angles in the story. Do we have all the relevant contact information. And then when I click on OK, you can see that my name is here, the time and the date, and it follows along with this particular dossier. And so Maria, if she has access privileges to work on this, she could go ahead and add a response, and a conversation could ensue talking about these different items concerning this story. Once I'm done working on it, I could go ahead and then bring up the properties for this dossier. I could route it, in this case, let's say, to the writer. And then I could go ahead and close it. If I look here in the inbox, it only contains that task, which is still assigned to me. The dossier has moved on because I assigned it to someone else. And these dossier templates over here can contain different things like background information files, routine tasks, etc., so that when you actually do drop them into an issue, they will come in automatically with those files created. So all you have to do is change a little bit of information and then route it to the right person, and boom, you can basically move on.